Good evening. Welcome to the Dudley Zoning Board of Appeal meeting for Thursday, July 1st, 2021. We call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Could you roll call for the members present?
Hugh Cushing.
Wesley Pettit.
William LePage.
John Glenn.
George Slingo's present, but is rescinding from this, the first order of business. And to let the audience know, we're going to be swapping 92.5 Tracy Road and Noble Street meetings. We're going to flip them so that George, the chairman, will be present for the other two. 92.5 Tracy Road.
You need to vote me in.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes.
Voting member.
Yeah.
Could I make a motion that Hugh be appointed a permanent member?
We have a motion.
I second that.
Second. Hugh Cushing be voted in as a voting member for tonight. First order of business, 92.5 Tracy Road. Applicant is seeking a variance of frontage from 150 to 130 feet. Please state your name and give us an explanation.
Hello, I'm Katie Slingo. I'm requesting a variance for 92.5 Tracy Road for road frontage on Dudley Southbridge Road from 150 to 130 feet.
Can you explain what you're going to be doing with the lot?
The plan is, I have the plans here. We are separating the land into two lots. The lot with the house on the map, 92A, is the lot that we are requesting the variance for. We would like to eventually build one house on that land, which will be fairly close to the garage. And the other lot, 92B, which has the house and the pool that are currently on the land, will be separated and potentially sold.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
I'm fine. Does 92B already have sufficient frontage after you do this?
92B has sufficient frontage on Tracy Road.
If you flip that.
Oh. I will say I appreciate the nice plans.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Any abutters? Like to come up, state your name. Name and address, please.
Chandler Hall, 286 Dudley Southbridge Road. Where is this easement coming on? Is that coming on Dudley Southbridge Road?
It sounds like, yeah, the driveway would come in on Dudley Southbridge Road.
It's right here on Dudley Southbridge Road.
Tracy Road.
That's,
We have this
That's
land here.
this one.
That's the
Yes.
existing.
Yeah, I know the property. Now I'm against it. I got enough dirt bikes and fireworks every night. I don't need anything else. I don't need any neighbors.
Okay,
And it's not 150 feet, it's only 130 feet.
right,
The
that's why
car
she's
road.
here for a variance.
Yeah, I know. But I'm against it.
Okay,
So,
Just to clarify, we don't plan on putting in apartment buildings or anything that's going to bring a lot of noise or anything to the neighborhood.
Well, my theory is that cart road goes out to the property behind me, which could turn into a town road.
We don't want to put in a road, a driveway. It's just a driveway.
It can if
It can't be turned into a
it's
town road.
developed, no.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of.
No. Once the driveway's cut in this is separated, it's a separate parcel where they couldn't, no.
I still don't like it. That's how I feel.
Okay, thank you.
Roger Barrow, 280 Dudley Southbridge Road. I have not seen any plans at all, so I don't know
Yeah.
what's actually being proposed.
Okay.
But it seems to me that that is partly onto the edge of the wetland. It's also an established cart track, and I'm with Mr. Hall in feeling that there's a very good reason, particularly since Mr. Slingo is a property developer, that their long-term view is to develop the land at the back of that whole area, which is at the current time woodland, and that this is a way of getting a road in there on a variance.
Oh, even if that was his plan, once this is developed,
So your property is here. Here's all wetlands. We'd like to put in a driveway here to build a house right here, simply for my father, a small house just for my father.
But that property will lead straight through. That's the cart track, and that's wetland.
Right.
he couldn't put a road in there after.
In regards to the wetlands, I believe that when he applies for a building permit to build a house, he's gonna have to meet all of the requirements with conservation and et cetera.
Is he also going to remove all the rubbish that was pushed with a land,
I
with a
can't
thing
answer that.
over
I
into the
don't have
wetland
any knowledge of that.
on my side of the property? There's a whole pile, including a fridge and various other things that were pushed to one side when the previous work was done and it's all over my wall and into the wetland.
That's something that conservation would have to.
Does the owner care to comment on that?
I have no knowledge of that whatsoever. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So if
Am I
that is
correct?
the fact, that you're okay with getting that stuff removed?
If that is the fact, we will 100% clean it all up.
Are you actually the property owner? Because your name is not on the deed as far as I understood it.
The property is owned by Evergreen Realty Trust, and I'm within the trust. I'm representing the trust.
Right, okay. But the names on the deed when you look it up on the internet, do not include your name.
Correct. The deed is in the name of Wendy Slingo, currently.
The whole thing has, to me, a bad feeling about it, that this is something that's being done under the table to try and make. This is the second time Mr. Slingo approached us to see if we would sell him 20 feet of our land. Somebody previously approached me 5-10 years ago to sell them 20 feet of land with a view to putting something in there. And when I demanded to see plans and anything before I even considered it, suddenly it all went very quiet. So I'm naturally highly suspicious of the whole thing.
Okay.
And therefore I'm against it.
Okay, thank you. Any other abutters? Anybody care to comment? At this time, close the public hearing.
Make a motion, we
Are you
close.
all set?
Yes.
Make a motion, we close the public hearing.
I'll second.
Motion's been made and seconded.
All those in favor, say aye.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
One.
So we close the public hearing.
Yep.
And we have, I believe, 60, 90 days to make a decision.
Yeah, I guess I'm wondering if I may want to do a site visit before I make a decision.
Sure.
That's allowed.
Okay, that's a good idea. So, why don't we plan on that?
So do we have to continue, or, well, we have,
We've closed the public hearing.
yeah, we have so many
We've
days
had
to
all
make
the
a.
input. Now we've got so many days to make a decision. And in that time, it seems like we should take a walk.
Okay. Okay. So as Mr. Glenn just said, we're gonna, 60 to 90 days, we have to make a decision, and you'll be informed of the decision.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great evening.
Is George coming up to the next one?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're hitting the mic. Is,
Probably.
Just waiting for the chairman to come back in now. Next up will be Noble Street.
oh my.
If I tried that, it'd be all tangled.
Poke your eye out
Glad
that
I
way.
brought it. I thought you guys had one. It's been a long time.
It's been a long year,
Yeah.
almost two.
It's almost too long. I apologize for the cardboard again. I'm out of practice for personal stuff.
That's where the bridge is going, in this area. Looks like this is to come in.
I think the bridge is away somewhere.
Yeah.
It's been so long. Can't remember.
Yeah, well, when I was up there, there are two homes. If this is the road coming up, there's two homes here. Build a bridge in there.
Hello.
Hey,
Noble Street.
no.
Started or? No, waiting on you. They're ready.
Okay.
All right, it's a public hearing for a special permit variance for Noble Street lots. Applicant is looking to vary the lot areas from 87,120 to 43,560. Lots 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 42, 43, 44, 45, and 46. I'll open the public hearing at 7:16.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Andy Baum from Summit Engineering Survey, and I'm here with the applicant, Tony Cicada from Dudley Charlton, Depot Road Charlton LLC, excuse me. This is a fairly familiar application for the board. This subdivision, Pure Pond Estates, was designed, I believe, in 2006 and approved as a subdivision. There was a subsequent change in the zoning bylaw that went from a 43,000 square foot or 1 acre lot zoning to 2 acre lot zoning. If you look on this figure here, that dark shaded line on the left is where that zone change occurred from the two districts. The subdivision application had expired. The road has been under construction, and he's trying to finish up the last portion of the road. We were in front of the Zoning Board of Appeals, I believe in March
May.
of last year, for this exact same application for a variance because of the lot size changes. And that application had been approved, but the zoning board itself was restricted in the amount of time that they could give the applicant for the approval. It was capped at 1 year. So we're back in front of the board again for the respective lots. Just for your reference here, the gray are basically all the constructed lots, and then the orange are the highlighted portion of the lots that's on the remaining portion of the road to be constructed. It is a hardship in terms of the overall road costs. There was a pretty extensive application to get to this point, and the applicant has been diligently working on the road through one major recession cycle. So we're just trying to get this wrapped up and get the road turned over to the town. The two lots on the lower right-hand side are under construction, and then the lot above it is still under construction. Although the lot's pretty large, the wetland area component is what kicks it over for requiring the variance. And the subsequent lots on the left of the wetland crossing would all require the variances for area. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to try to answer them.
Do you mean the lot to the left of number 46? I see that's a dark shaded area that isn't on, it differs from what we have here.
The bottom.
Yeah, the bottom, you've got
Bottom.
lot 46 to the left of it.
That one's, that's an error, I apologize.
Oh, okay, that should be great.
That one has a house on it.
And this- and
Which one?
to the right of lot 42, on this document, it shows it gray instead of brown.
The blank one.
Down here?
No, to the right.
over.
That
Yeah,
one?
that one, yep,
Yeah, that's the one with the mansion on it. So those two are under construction.
That's a combined lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions from the board? Are there any abutters present? Hearing none. I'll
Make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Second motion?
Motion's been made and seconded to close the public hearing for Noble Street. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Discussion?
Well, we've talked about this for a while.
Yep.
I mean, from May, we had a meeting.
Yep.
So I'd make a motion that we grant the special permit as requested.
Second.
Okay, motion's been made and second to grant the special permits as requested. All those in favor?
Just one question.
It's a variance, sorry. It's a variance.
It's a variance.
Yeah, not a special
Variance.
permit.
It's a special permit, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I just want to make sure
I thought it said special permit.
It says special permit / variance.
it must be an error. It's definitely a variance because it's a reduction in the requirements of the zoning.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
have, before we vote, sorry to interrupt with that, but for the record, is this also gonna be limited to, whatever we approve tonight, is this to have the 1-year limit on it? That was the discussion in May, is whether it be a 6-month approval or a 1-year approval.
Right.
So,
Yeah, it
has
still carries
has
a
the
1 year.
applicant
It's
gone
a
through?
year at this point, because he withdrew the other one.
He went through the whole process again, so he's entitled to a full year.
Is that correct?
Yes. Yep.
I would say
That's
he's
all I wanted
entitled
to
to a full
confirm.
year.
Yep.
Okay,
It would be 1 year, yeah, because this is a full reapplication rather than an extension.
okay,
So it'd be 1 year.
okay, thank you.
One more question through the chair. Where are you at with the road construction as far, I know you had concerns about getting the financing?
Yeah, that was the main thing, because if we go into 2-acre lots, I mean, it's not worth for me to do anything. And plus, I couldn't find a bank that's gonna finance that, give me the money that I need to finish it up. We have an estimate for the just blasting ledge about $100,000. I have to do a bridge, like a 50 by with a 12-foot span. Okay, so anybody else probably walk away from this thing, but I just want to finish and get over with it. With 9 lots, still work, but with 6 lots, just didn't work. It's a very expensive piece of road to put in. Yep.
Especially you got one area where you got wetland concerns too, correct?
Right, right.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Next is a public hearing for 40 Fish Road. The applicant is seeking a, says here, special permit by a variance. A variance for a
Right.
setback.
Maybe have a smaller version drawing. So I'm Jonathan Angelovich with DJT Properties, and I believe we're looking for a variance, not a special permit.
Go ahead to the mic.
Sorry. Yes, I'm Jonathan Angelovich, DJT Properties, 40 Fish Road in Dudley. Yeah, we're looking for a variance, and I believe, I don't know if you have a copy of the letter from the building inspector in regards to the lot situation. So we have a preliminary subdivision plan approved by the planning board. That being said, once we install the extension of Fish Road and put in the cul-de-sac, the existing house that is on the property, the front right-hand corner, is only about 25 feet off the edge of the road, which is, 20 feet short of the industrial 130 setback, which is 45 feet. So we're requesting a variance to accept the house lot as is. Because of the situation on the lot, we don't have any we don't have any room to move the road around to try to gain any, extra frontage.
Through the chair.
Any
Through the
questions?
chair, what is the plan for the house that's existing after?
It will eventually be used for offices, security for another project we have going on, abutting it.
Any other questions from board members? Are there any abutters present? Would you like to speak? Please state your name.
Mary Plant, 34 Fish Road. My main concerns are, one is the traffic, to make sure they utilize that back dirt road, that continues, that the only people coming up past our house is just security, and those doing like deliveries like UPS, which is at my house almost every day. But also the well situation. We just want to be concerned that our wells are not going to be depleted for the amount of water that's going to be used. Those are my 2 main concerns.
It's going to be a planning board.
So, through the chair, this plan shows no access to any area on the property, it just shows a cul-de-sac.
Just close, okay.
cul-de-sac. And I'm also on the planning board.
That's why you look familiar.
So when he comes back to the planning board for his final approval, he's gonna have to do a water study on the well and the groundwater and all that. That is not an issue for this board.
Okay, we weren't sure because we were invited, so
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just want you to know.
we were told to make sure we came to this meeting,
It's
so.
something that they're without a doubt gonna have to do, but that's part of the planning board.
In the traffic study, because I know they did a traffic study.
Traffic
We have a
study
traffic
also.
study. We did the well impact study. We just wrapped that up last week, so another week or so, we'll have all the results from that.
So just to clarify, all this meeting for is tonight is that front corner setback.
Okay,
As far as the water study, the traffic study, access, roads,
Right.
other than what this little cul-de-sac is,
all right, so we'll see you then on,
yeah.
August for
Yeah,
that
so-
project,
You'll
yeah.
let me
This is
know?
more or less
Yeah.
to
okay.
be able to make it a non-conforming house into a conforming house on the
Yeah,
lot.
it's just because
That's all
of that
it is.
front corner setback.
Right.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Yep.
Are there any more butters? Okay,
I make a motion, we close the public hearing?
okay, motion's been made
Second.
and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I make a motion that we grant the variance as requested.
Second.
A motion's been made and seconded to grant the variances as requested. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I abstain. Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Okay. Meeting minutes? I want to make a motion.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes as presented.
I second that motion.
Motion's been made and seconded for the minute meetings for May 6th. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Someone want to make a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I second that motion.
You have signatures.
I'm sorry? Oh, you need some. Oh.
Oops. Are we off?
We adjourned?
Yeah, we can. I mean, why not?
Do we make a motion on it?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second?
Motion's been made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.